Yeah, so I'm here at a customer's house, and we did quite a bit of mold remediation inside several different areas. She had mold contributing from bathroom floors, trim, sheetrock absorbing moisture. Out here, the reason I'm talking to you outside is because all of these windows, it's an old house, built in 1913, I believe. They've had some hardy plank siding put on here years ago. The paint has been long overdue for the exterior paint needing to be done. The original windowsills are still on here. They've had vinyl replacements, but somewhere in the history they stopped maintaining the trim around the window, and so there was some severe neglect. Water had been running down and getting inside the wall under every window of this house, and some of them we actually had to excavate out some pretty good chunks of the windowsill itself and replace lower portions of the siding, and so anyway, it can be a big problem when you have moisture coming into an area of your siding that is failing, or window trim. And one of the biggest culprits that cause that stuff is gutter mismanagement. We also, you can't see it here, but right up in the back corner here, one of the gutters had come completely off away from the house and had moisture coming in behind it. So along with bathroom moisture mold issues, along with mold coming in underneath the vinyl floor, the felt backed vinyl floor in the laundry room, a minorly leaking water heater, two different bathrooms having issues, some foundation issues leaking water in, all of which were very incremental, very small, hard to see areas, and have been going for a long time. All of those could have been putting large amounts of mold in there, in the interior environment, eventually leading up to her daughter having some severe mold issues. Anyway, just wanted to point that out. Have a good day.
I had the unfortunate circumstance of discovering that there was some health conditions that I experienced that were due to mold in my environment. And I was referred to a few different companies that basically find the mold in your house and then try to help you figure out how to get it out or remediate that problem. So the first company that I was referred to cost several $1,000s and spent about an hour in my home, and really didn't find anything. Suspected that there was mold. Again, wasn't really conclusive in any area of the house. And then came back with a pretty extensive report that was very confusing, and then referred me to some remediation companies that suggested I pretty much take apart my entire house, getting rid of everything in it that was porous. So very overwhelming kind of diagnosis, if you will. So after doing some other research on my own, being that a lot of those solutions that were presented to me were not really financially viable, I ended up through my own research finding Pure Maintenance. I reached out to the owner, Jason, who explained to me at length the training and the expertise that he has in finding a mold issue and remediating that mold issue. So I did have him come over to the house, and they spent 4 hours going through every inch of my home at no cost, finding lots of areas that had been affected by mold, both visible and invisible, and then gave me a very, I would say a third the cost bid to not only treat those areas and kill all mold that was present, but also repair and put back together my house. So much more reasonable way to go about it. Again, I had to do this because of health issues that I was already experiencing through being exposed to mold. So extremely grateful that I was able to find the Pure Maintenance company and how quickly they made themselves available to not only assess the issue, again, spending 4 hours in my home at no cost to come up with a bid and an estimate, and then spending time on the weekends, after hours, to get everything done as quickly as possible so that I could restore my home to a place that was not toxic for me anymore to be in. So that was my experience. I highly recommend Pure Maintenance for anybody who's experiencing what they think might be some health issues related to mold, or even have mold in the environment that they're in. So